Hi everybody, welcome to tutorial 01. Make sure that your HTC VIVE is connected to the computer and go here to this icon, make a double click on Steam VR, and here you see everything's ready except the controllers. So grab the controllers and just turn them on. And now they should appear. So there they are. Now in this right upper corner there should be the Unity 543 Editor VR. Just double click on it, and as we are in the tutorial 01, open the 01 Unity Editor VR HTC VIVE project. So here we are. When you're opening the project, you should see this, what I'm seeing now. And now we simply go into the scene by clicking here on Window, Editor VR. Make sure that nothing is in your play area and that your headset fits properly on your head. So click on Editor VR, and on the desktop view this window appears now, and it shows everything what you will see or what I will see now in the VR experience. So give me a second to turn on my headset. So headset is turned on, and now just take your controllers, and when you turn around you will see this cube with this description of the buttons. So we have the touchpad, the application menu, system menu, hair trigger and grip on the side. When you touch the system menu, you will not see it now in the desktop view, but when you click on it you will be out of Unity. So just click again on the system menu and you're back in Unity. Now you have those two laser pointers, and what you don't see as well is a blue grid that appears when you go out of the play area. So just step back and make sure that you're again back in the play area and the blue grid will disappear. So some basics. When you touch the application menu, or when you hold it, this teleporter will appear. So that means you can move in a space of 3 by 3 meters, but when you need to teleport yourself somewhere else, just click on it, and now you're much more far away from this cube, and we can go back here or somewhere else. So this is quite basic. So now I will show you a few things what you can do here. When you point with your right hand, or let's say with this green laser pointer on the Unity sign, and click on the hair trigger button, then this kind of box will appear in your left hand, and now you can already start with the Editor VR. Just click on Primitive, and here you have a few standard Unity objects you can create. So we can create, for example, this sphere. So click again with your hair trigger on the sphere, and when you hold now your hair trigger, you can build up this sphere. When you leave the hair trigger, it will stay where it is. So now you see this kind of gumball where you can click on it and move it on its XYZ position. But you can also just simply click into or hold your controller into the object and hold the head trigger and then move the object wherever you want it to stay. And then again we can create some more of these objects. Like this. Of course you can also do it much more bigger, but yeah, you're limited now as you cannot move your hands 100 meters up, so if you want to do this you can simply scale the whole scene. Just click on your grip buttons with both hands. So on the right and left controller, click the grip buttons and hold them. And then this viewer scale window will appear. So when I move my hands like this, I'm getting into a viewer scale. It's 0.1 and everything appears really big. I'm like a small frog now. And I can move the scene up, down by holding the grip buttons, but I can also make the scene much more smaller, like in the viewer scale 10, and now when I click on primitive, sorry, you can build things that are much bigger and something like this. And now we go back into viewer scale 1. Yeah, and as you see everything is really huge. So like this 200 meter big spheres. Yeah, if you want to do some other stuff, you can simply click on this different type of objects and create this 3D objects. Here you can also move them again, and if you click on the wheel you can switch here, for example, to scale manipulator and scale the objects. Also like this, and again I can grab them and do something like this, leave them here. I can also copy the objects, copy and paste, but actually I don't know where he is putting the copy. There it is. So you can build up a few walls here. And yeah, there's one nice thing, it's called the freeform cuboid. So again, when you go to freeform cuboid, you can create this freeform object and scale them automatically. So you can build up something like this here, and of course we can go deeper into it or zoom out, have a look at it from different perspectives, going into it, going out from the model. So now we've built up this whole weird scene, and yeah, you can of course click on the stuff and delete it, delete this, delete this. What I've also prepared is a few 3D models that I made in Rhino. So you can use, of course, this Unity objects to create something, but you can also load in your own 3D objects, or you can load stuff from the asset store from Unity. One more thing is, when you want to stop building something and being in this building mode, just point at this toggle current tool and hit the, how was it called? Hair trigger button. And then click in the open space, and now everything is deselected, and you can select again the objects. So when I'm clicking back on this Unity sign, I can move my hand, or I can move this touchpad wheel, and here you can just click on with your head trigger again on the project, and this tablet will appear. So just hold the head trigger here and move the tablet wherever you want it to have. You can also scale the tablet, make it bigger, smaller, and when I'm scaling the whole scene, this tablet will stay the same size all the time. So I'm in viewer scale 1 to 100 now, tablet the same size, making everything bigger again. Here just simply go to 3D import. I will show you in another tutorial how you can import your 3D models from Rhino into Unity. But in this folder now I have a preview of my 3D models, and they are assigned with basic Rhino materials. So when I click on this cube, 2 by 2 by 2 meters, again with the hair trigger, and I'm leaving now the hair trigger, the cube will appear here. So Rhino setup. So I will show you this in another tutorial video, how you can import this and also the materials. And now I can just simply put the objects into my scene. I can put them again into the scene many times. And as you see already, it's getting complicated here, but let me just drag this object there, this one as well, this one here, let's drag it there too, and this. So just go away with this stuff, just put on here, and now you can just simply build with it something. Actually, in tutorial 02 you will see the benefits of the game mode, as now we cannot simulate anything like gravity or collision. So I can model here something, but it's not really, the objects can go into each other like this, but yeah, you can see this in tutorial 02, how you can play in a different mode. Just click again on CP, click into open space. Now it's modeling this guy, let's delete it. Yeah, just play around with it a little bit and you can definitely do some cool stuff. You can also close this window if you don't like it by hitting this X button. I'm going now out of the VR, so I'm taking my headset off. 1 second, just let me put the headset back on the table, and now I'm back in front of the computer, so just hit here on the X to close this window. And here in Unity you will see everything that you built up in VR. You can navigate through Unity by hitting the mouse wheel button to move, holding the right mouse click to rotate, and zoom in, zoom out is the mouse wheel itself. So you can click on the objects here and they will appear here. So this is the cube, this is another cube, so everything you've built up is here on this left side. And on the right side, if you go here to inspector, you have every detailed information about every single object. And we can do a lot of stuff here in Unity with this, but I can show you a little, I will show you a little bit more about this in tutorial 02. If you want to save your scene here, you can just simply go to File, Save Scene As, and make sure you go to here to Scenes, and then just name it Test A, and we go to Save. So here on the left side, on Assets, Scenes, there is your test scene, Test A. When I click on the introduction scene, everything will disappear and we are back in the introduction scene where everything is empty. You see here on the left side there is nothing in, and when I go back to Test A, you have the scene here, and you can also click here on objects and delete them manually if you want. You can also delete here everything by clicking on it, clicking delete. Yeah, that's the first tutorial video. Have fun with it. Again, you can simply go into Window, Editor VR here, and good luck.